class, Mrs. Calvi here. I just want to do a quick review on converting decimals to percents. So I have a couple of decimals here on my whiteboard. And if you remember from class, in order to go from a decimal to a percent, we are taking our decimal point and we are moving it 2 places to the right and then adding a percent sign. So in class, I would tell you, well, how do we remember to move the decimal point to the right and not to the left? Well, think about where your percent sign is. It's always to the right. So that's a reminder that in this case, to go from a decimal to a percent, you're going to be moving your decimal 2 places to the right. So here, for 0.25, I'm going to move the decimal 2 places to the right. It lands at the end, and then I would add a percent sign. So that would give me 25%. For my next one, 0.625, I'm going to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. If you notice, it did not land at the end. So I'm still going to have a digit after my decimal. I'm going to add a percent sign, and my final answer is 62.5%. Okay? My third one here, I'm going to move it over 2 places to the right. It's at the end, so I don't actually need to put the decimal, and that would end up giving me 145%. All right, so to go from a decimal to a percent, you're moving the decimal point 2 places to the right and adding a percent sign. All right, so let's try a few more. Okay, so let's take a look at these. I have 0.3. I want to change that into a percent. So I'm going to move my decimal 2 places to the right. So 1, 2. So if you noticed, I still had to move it 2 places to the right, even though I didn't have a digit here. I need to put a placeholder, so I do need to put a 0 there. And then I would add a percent sign. So this would end up equaling 30%. All right. You have to make sure you have to put a placeholder there. You can't just leave it blank and just put the percent sign after the 3. All right, let's take a look at this next one. I'm going to move it 2 places to the right. Again, I need a placeholder. So my final answer here is going to be 23,580%. And my last one, moving it 2 places to the right, it lands at the end. And this would end up being 1,525%. Now, many of you are saying, like, how can my percent be so large? Well, it can be, okay? So the rule stays the same. No matter where your decimal place is, you move it 2 places to the right and add a percent sign. All right, I will talk to you soon.
That's a crazy percent.